Realm of Silent Dead is the 9th chapter of Ninja Gaiden 4. It is a rather long and confusing area with many chests. I will tell you everything in order so that you don't miss anything important. At the beginning, turn around and you will find the first chest with Incense of Rebirth behind you. After that, turn around and move forward. You will walk through a kind of frosty tunnel. To your right, you will see the second chest. Open it to get Life Elixir. Continue moving forward, and you will see the third chest on your right. Inside, you will find Life Elixir again. The next fourth chest will be right in front of you as you move forward. Here, you will get Divine Life Elixir. Next, you will see an opportunity to move forward along the wall on the right, or jump down. Jump down first. Here, you will find the fifth chest. When you approach it, enemies will start to emerge from the ground, and you will need to defeat them. After that, open the chest to obtain the Divine Life Elixir. Now you need to get out of the cave. You will find the exit easily. You need to jump onto the platform, and you will see the opportunity to hook onto the caddis wire to climb up. Go to the place where you jumped down, but now you need to use the wall on the right to move forward. On the other side of the chasm, enemies await you, which you must defeat. After that, move forward, and you will find the sixth chest nearby. Inside this chest is the Life Elixir. After moving forward a little, you will find yourself in a place where you will need to jump onto a pole, then onto another, and then use caddis wire to fly over to the platform with the enemies. You can assassinate the first one from the air, but you will have to deal with the others in combat. After winning in this area, you will find two chests. The seventh chest contains a Life Elixir. A little further on, the eighth chest will give you a Divine Life Elixir. In front of you, you see a large closed door. Open it and go forward. Here you will find yourself in difficult terrain. In general, it can be called a creepy lake. Right in front of you, you will see a central island. Using Pond Strider, move to this central island. You just need to swim forward. On the island, you will find a portal that releases enemies. First, you need to destroy the portal, and then deal with all the enemies that are here. On this island, you will find 3 chests. The 9th chest contains Kongou Iron Brew. Move forward and you will receive Rejuvenation Elixir from the 10th chest. Now move a little further to the 11th chest to find Life Elixir. Next, pay close attention to where you need to go. You need to explore the outer perimeter of this lake's shore. It doesn't matter in what order you do it, but don't leave this lake until you find everything I show in this video. First, the shore without enemies. Here is the 12th chest with Rejuvenation Elixir. The next part of the shore around the lake contains the 13th chest and several enemies guarding it. You can easily deal with them, and then open the chest to get the Life Elixir. Exploring the perimeter of this strange lake, you will find this place. Here is the 14th chest. There are no enemies on the shore, so you can open it without hindrance to get the Divine Life Elixir. To the left of the chest, in the same place, is the Purgatory Gate. This is the entrance to an area where you will face another test of your ability to withstand a large number of enemies. Of course, you will receive a reward for this. There will be a lot of enemies here. In total, 2 waves of enemies await you in this trial.
This is it.
As always, the portals that send new enemies to you cause the most trouble. Therefore, you should try to destroy these portals first. During the battle with the enemies in the first wave, use skills that strike an area and also actively move around the room. Do not try to finish off the enemy and do not complete your combinations. Interrupt them and move on to another enemy. Gradually, you will defeat them all. The second wave includes portals again and more difficult enemies, in addition to those you have already defeated. The tactics are exactly the same. When the Berserk mode accumulates, switch to Takamina Cutter, because this weapon affects a large number of enemies standing nearby. After successfully completing this test, we receive a reward and move on. Now you can leave this lake. The exit from the area is illuminated by a dark orange light. You need to dive under the obstacle to move on to the next location. Once you pass this obstacle, you will see another island in front of you. There are enemies and 2 new chests on this island. Open the 15th chest to get the Divine Life Elixir and the 16th chest to get the Rejuvenation Elixir. Now you need to explore the shore around this second lake. Turn around to where you came from, and as you jump into the water, turn right. This will take you to a place where there are 2 chests. As soon as you step ashore, enemies will appear. You must defeat them all. Then, open the 17th chest to get Crimson Blood Balm. The 18th chest contains Black Scale. Once you get this item, it will combine with the phantasmal herb you already have, and your health bar will increase. This is an extremely useful and necessary item, so don't miss this chest location to improve your stats. Exploring the perimeter of the second lake, you will find a place where 2 Foltegres are guarding a chest. You must defeat the enemies, and then open the 19th chest to obtain the Incense of Rebirth. Now you can leave the area of the second lake. Find the yellow springboard that I show in the video. It is a passage to the next location. As soon as you land, turn around and look back. You will see another island in the distance. You need to go there first. Use the Pond Strider to quickly reach the island. Here you need to defeat all the enemies that are here. Don't spare them, they don't deserve it. After the victory, use the Caddis Wire to climb higher. There is nothing interesting here. Go forward and use the Dragonfly Glider to fly with the wind. Eventually, you will land in a place you could see from the location of the first lake. Here, open the 20th chest to get the Divine Life Elixir. Nearby, you will find Gourdy. To catch him, you need to complete a mini-task consisting of 2 stages. Press the buttons at the right time and you will catch Gourdy. To exit this location, grab onto the Caddis Wire, climb up the hill, cross the platform, and jump down. There is no other way. You will find yourself at the first lake. That's how far we've been thrown. Next, you need to follow the route you already know. Using Pond Strider, swim to the orange obstacle, where you need to crouch to pass under it, then move on to the yellow springboard without stopping. You will find yourself back in the location you were already in, but this time move forward. In front of you, you will see a huge monster running from left to right. Do not chase it. Turn left to find the 21st chest. Open it to get the Divine Life Elixir. Next, it's time to go after the monster you saw. On this path, you will encounter Malherg for the first time. My first encounter was quite difficult. This is a challenging enemy to defeat. After defeating the enemies, you need to climb up using Flying Bird Flip. On the upper platform, you will see 2 chests. Open the 22nd chest to get the Divine Life Elixir, and the 23rd chest to get the Life Elixir. Next is a place you can't miss. Jump forward, use the gust of wind to fly and land on the platform. Ahead of you will be a narrow passage and a large group of enemies. But before you go to them, open the 24th chest to your right. In this chest, you will find Life Elixir. Next, you need to break the glass, and you will mysteriously find yourself back in Tokyo, where you will also reconnect with your friends. Before you find the first DarkNest terminal, you need to destroy the enemies who are having a disco in front of you. Note that there are balconies on the right and left. There are also enemies on these balconies who attack you with ranged attacks, so it is advisable to jump onto the balcony and destroy the enemies there first. After the victory, don't miss the chest on the left balcony at the beginning. This is the 25th chest, inside which you will find a Life Elixir. Finally, you will reach the first DarkNest terminal in this chapter. Here, you must accept all the side quests that are offered. You can also replenish your supplies of auxiliary resources if necessary. After you finish your business at the DarkNest terminal, you need to turn right. Go through the corridor and climb the yellow ladder to the 2nd floor. You will see a closed door in front of you. This is the entrance to a special room where you will complete a side quest called Execute the Miscreant. In this quest, you need to defeat a single but powerful enemy. He has 1 health bar. You have already completed similar tasks in previous chapters. In this battle, your opponent is a little more difficult than the previous ones. He has new attack capabilities and quite powerful strikes. You need to dodge and block his attacks in time to survive this battle. Use your entire arsenal of abilities and skills to win. It is best to use Yatosen against this opponent. You may need several attempts to win this battle without any obstacles. Now you can return to DarkNest Terminal and complete the quest you just completed. As a reward, You will receive 7,500 ninja coin and Senjin War Brew. Now you can proceed to the location where your return to the realm of Silent Dead takes place. Run forward and use the yellow springboard to jump over the gap in the water. You will find yourself on an island where enemies are walking around. You can assassinate the first one, but you will have to fight the others. After winning in this location, you can open the 26th chest to get Crimson Blood Pellets. To the left of the chest, you will see another yellow springboard. This is the path you need to take. Jump over the huge gap in the water using the caddis wire, and you will see a shark swimming from right to left ahead of you. This time, follow it. You will jump onto the shore, where you will have to defeat all the enemies again. After winning in this area, you will be able to open the 27th chest and get the Divine Life Elixir. Now you need to climb up the narrow passage using the flying bird flip. Once you're up, turn around immediately and you'll see a path along the wall. You need to jump onto the platform towards the Torii Gate. There is a blue Gourdy in this location. You need to approach it at the right moment when it has its back to you in order to catch it without any obstacles. If you fail, you need to move away a little and come back to try again. Move forward. You will jump over a large gap using caddis wire and find yourself on a platform where there are no enemies, but there is a 28th chest. Open the chest and you will receive Divine Life Elixir, which will most likely be converted into ninja coin if you already have a full supply of these bottles. Next, climb up the wall and jump down from the platform. You will find yourself in a familiar place. Next, you need to perform some fairly tricky maneuvers to get to the next location. Jump from the water onto the yellow wall on the right. Then use the caddis wire to jump over the huge gap in the water and land back on the pond strider. From this point, go slightly to the left to find yourself on an island with the 29th chest and a gate illuminated in red. Open the chest to get the life elixir. The red lit gate invites you to jump down. Do so and move slightly to the right. Ahead, you will see a lit object, which is a beautiful mineral that you need to find to complete a very important side quest. There is also a 30th chest nearby. Open the chest to obtain Kongou Iron Brew. Passing beyond the chest, you will find yourself on a narrow platform. From this platform, you will see a rapid stream of water below. Jump down into it. At the end of the stream, jump onto the pillar, and then use caddis wire and your wall running skills to overcome this obstacle. Run to the end, where you need to jump down. Here you will complete a side quest called Execute the Enormous Fiends. Here you need to defeat 2 Malherks. This is quite a difficult task. You need to get used to these enemies' attacks, dodge them in time, and block their attacks. I'm sure you'll do better than I did, so write how you defeated them. I would be really interested to read about the best tactics for defeating these opponents, because I really have problems with them. Next, jump into the gust of wind and fly forward. You will cover quite a distance before you find yourself on the platform. There is nothing interesting here, but you will see an elevation ahead. Use caddis wire to jump up. You will see water again in front of you, and a portal with monsters in the distance. Use Pond Strider to swim forward and be sure to jump over the gap. First, as always, you need to destroy the portal that summons enemies, and then destroy everyone who remains. After the victory, climb up the wall. Here you will again have to cover a short distance through the water, and you will find yourself on an island where the treasures are located. First, open the 31st chest and you will receive a life elixir. In the 32nd chest, you will find a Rejuvenation Elixir. And be sure not to miss the second beautiful mineral nearby for a very important side quest. From this point, you need to move backward, but don't jump over the gap in the water. Instead, turn right around it. You will see a blue circle. Jump into it and you will find yourself on the water 1 level below. Next, you need to cover a long distance using the springboard, dodging obstacles and avoiding the rocks in the middle of the water. Finally, you will jump over the springboard again and use caddis wire to land on the ground. Here you will see enemies that look like dogs, but don't rush to fight them. Go forward and to the left, and you will see a portal that summons these enemies. You must first destroy the portal, and then all the remaining enemies. Behind the portal lies the continuation of your journey. Jump onto the pillar, and then use your skills to climb several vertical walls to reach the platform. Here, you will immediately see the 33rd chest. Open it to get the life elixir. A little further on, you will find the 3rd beautiful mineral and complete the quest. Find 3 beautiful minerals in the drowned district. Next, use the gusts of wind to fly forward. When you start to fall, note that there are islands below. You must stay to the left in the air to land on the leftmost island. It is the longest and highest of all. Here you will find the 34th chest. After you open it, you will receive Cultivation Omamori. Don't rush to jump down from this island. If you look closely at one of the islands, you will see the 25th chest. To jump there, you need to use the Flying Swallow Barrage skill. Inside the chest, you will find Incense of Rebirth. Now, you can jump onto smaller islands and move forward. You will need to jump down to a large location where a long battle with many enemies awaits you. This is the final test by your enemies before the final boss. Here, you will encounter all the types of enemies you have already seen in this chapter. You need to take this battle seriously, because there are really a lot of enemies, and it can be a difficult challenge for you. After the battle, open the large gate, and you will find yourself in a location where you can proceed to the 2nd DarkNest terminal in this chapter. This is your last key point, and here you need to prepare as much as possible for the battle with the boss of this chapter. First, you need to complete all the quests you have already completed. For one of them, you will receive a diamond ring, which significantly strengthens your defense. This ring requires 3 slots to wear. I recommend using this item, as it will protect you quite well in the upcoming final boss battle. To get 3 slots, you need to unlock the next level of Art of Adornment, if you haven't already done so. You also need to replenish all the resources you may need in battle. In the final battle, you must defeat the boss Veilotl. It is a strange creature, difficult to describe in terms of appearance. It is a huge blue monster. To battle this boss, I recommend using Yatusen to strike it. I have concluded that the best tactic for this boss is to use simple strikes or small combinations. Veilotl pauses quite a long time between attacks, and during this time, you need to inflict maximum damage on him. But when you are inflicting damage, be careful. You need to notice when the boss starts his attack. It is better to dodge his attacks, but in extreme cases, you can block simple attacks. When the boss jumps up, it is better to run as far away as possible so as not to get hit by his massive body and take damage. Most often, you will need to dodge his front paw attacks. You will see when he starts to swing his paw to strike. That's the time to run away. The second phase of the battle begins with the boss summoning several simple enemies to the arena. At this point, it is best to pick up Magatsuhi and destroy most of these enemies. You don't need to defeat them all. The boss also damages them and will destroy some of them himself, but you definitely need to eliminate a certain number of enemies in order to move more freely around the arena. You can also build up your Berserk mode on simple enemies and use your powerful ultimate attack on the boss. I recommend using Magatsuhi's ultimate attack on him, so you need to switch to this weapon in time before the attack. The boss's attacks become more powerful, so when he flies up or runs forward, falls to the ground, and pounds the ground with his paws, it is better to stay as far away from the boss as possible. As soon as he calms down, approach and attack the enemy. With a little attention and patience, you can easily deal with this enemy. After winning, you can enjoy watching the monster get destroyed. It's pretty cool and fun to watch. That's it for Chapter 9 of Realm of Silent Dead. It is a really difficult and long chapter, but no less interesting and intense than all the others. In this chapter, we have significantly enriched our resources and replenished our ninja coin balance, which is very pleasing. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. I also recommend watching other videos on Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm sure you'll find a lot of interesting stuff there. See you in the next video, and take care, my friend.